Our PSA order is back. First one ever. Let's see how well it went. Coming up next on Beat the Odds Card Breaks. Don't go anywhere. Hello, sport card collectors. Welcome back to another episode of Beat the Odds Card Breaks. I am so happy to be able to finally bring to you the results of our very first PSA submission. Now, we submitted this back in January of 2021, and it has in the bulk services, and it has finally arrived back from PSA. We all know what happened in PSA in March, and they suspended services, and they still haven't come all the way back, although they are slowly coming back with some of the levels. But the logjam for most of the products that we had that were sent out around that time were taking roughly about a year to get back, so this one's no different. This is not a blind reveal. I did actually see the grades on these ahead of time, because of course I couldn't wait. It was like Christmas. So I will kind of show you guys how that went. We're going to put a couple of these boxes aside. There's 3 to show you here. So a lot of this was baseball and some basketball and some other stuff here, but most of this here is baseball, and most of it is one guy. So I'm kind of banking that this guy actually turns out to be the gem of a player. I think he is, and these cards that I've got now encapsulated will then go up in value. So the guy, as you can kind of guess, is Luis Robert. So I'm going to show you kind of how well we did on Robert cards. So the first one here was a Gem Mint 10. That's from Gypsy Queen, his rookie card. We've got an Acuna. This one here actually didn't grade as well as I hoped it would. I'm actually not exactly certain why I sent it. You can see there's a soft corner on the bottom there. It came out as an 8. Still a cool card. The next is another Luis Robert. This one was also a 10. This Luis Robert came back as a 9. Don't really know why. It could have something to do with the centering. Now that I see it, the centering's a little heavy on the right. Maybe. So this is the first of the Chrome Luis Roberts, and that's going to come out as a 10. You'll see a trend in this video with regards to how well we did. This is just the regular 2020 Topps flagship. That came back as a 9. Another flagship Topps. That one's going to be a 10. Here's a Chrome as a 10. The Chrome ones I was really hoping to get. Coming back in good shape here. There's another 10. Here's another 10. There's a 9 in Chrome. So our 10 stack is getting larger than the 9 stack, which is what you kind of want to see in stuff like this. Now, this is actually a pretty cool card. This is a Yordan Alvarez whammy. This is a case hit out of Donruss. Pulled this one actually live. This one came out a 10, so that's actually a really cool card. I might hang on to this one here just for a bit. I don't know if I feel like selling that. We'll see. That's a really cool card to have. So more Luis Robert Chrome, another 10. Then we get into some of the Martian, Jason Dominguez. I was happy to get this. This is going to stay in my collection here for a little bit. Gem Mint 10 on that one. We've got a cool one here. I was hoping for good results from this one here. It's a Topps Archives rookie card of Ronald Acuna Jr., and it came out a 10 as well. I'm going to hang on to that one here in my collection. We got some more Jason Dominguez. This is a paper. That one came out a 9. That one's a 10. That one's a 10. And another 10 there. So far our 10s are doing quite well here. Let's jump into the second box. Oh, there's the submission details. Now, I was curious because, of course, we send these in... well, actually, this is the last set here, but I can show these here right now. We sent these out with those semi-rigid sleeves here. I wasn't too sure if they were actually going to end up sending them back, because at the time when I got them, they weren't cheap to get those sleeves. Doesn't look like I will be getting them back, but that's not a huge issue for me because of the way the cards ended up grading out here. So we've got some mosaic. This is now going to be like some mosaic parallels that I wanted to get graded here. So there's a Luca, and that came back at 10, so I was pretty excited for that one. Here's another Luca. This one's a 10, so the same mosaic Lucas both came back as a 10. There's Giannis MVP mosaic here. That's also going to be a 10. LeBron James, I was really hoping for a good mark on this one. That's the pink camo MVP. That also came back as a 10. And here's a really good one. This is one of the gems of the cards that I sent out. So this Upper Deck Cale Makar Young Guns also came back at 10. So that's going to be a big one there for me, for sure. You'll see this one, because I'm not a huge hockey collector, but I did open up some Upper Deck that year here, and I was lucky enough to get that card. So that one's going to likely be going on eBay here shortly. You'll also see this one's, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with this one here, but this is probably the other big gem out of this submission. It's a Wander Franco Downtown Panini Diamond Kings. When I got this card, when I pulled this card initially, the value on it was probably about 60 to 80 bucks. Now raw, it's going from, last time I checked was, I don't know, between $300 and $400. And this one also came back as a 10. So there is probably a monster value attached to something like this. So I'm likely going to hang on to this one here for a little bit. I'm much more of a baseball collector, so that one might stay in my collection here for a little while. Now, I also, again, going back to Luis Robert, I've got some refractors of him, and that one's going to end up going as a 10. Here's another refractor, also a 10. A pink refractor, also a 10. I don't think I actually had anything in that box that didn't come out as a 10. There's the Prism refractor, also a 10. I'm likely going to hang on to the Prism one there as well. We got the last box to open up here. Let's see what else, how else we did, or how we did in the rest of these here. All right, so Bobby Witt Jr. These cards are notoriously difficult to grade, and as most of you can imagine, the reason behind that is the centering on this. It's very, very rare you'll find a Bobby Witt Jr. card that is actually perfectly centered. This one came back as a 9, as expected. The 9s are almost like getting a 10 in almost any other card. There's another 9. Decided to try my luck on 2 of them here. There's another Jason Dominguez that's going to come out as a 10. Robert Passon. Now in this stack, you'll see some cards where I kind of guessed on a little bit here. And of course, these have been gone for a year, so it's kind of hard to see exactly what's going to happen to them. This one came out as a 9. This is actually a pretty cool one. So that's a sky blue Bobby Witt Jr. here. That one came out as a 10. So I'm going to hang on to that one there. It's always nice to get a numbered card with a great grade on it. Here's a Kobe White pink camel. That one came out as a 10. White jersey, that's the parallel mosaic, and a 9. Colin Sexton Genesis. Before he got hurt, I was super pumped to get this card. Came back as a 10, which is nice, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that one there. Tyler Hero, potential 6th man of the year. That's the Hyper Pink for Donruss. That came back as a 9. And the camo, pink camo for Mosaic, came back as a 10. And of course, we have Zion's in here. So that's your base for Mosaic coming back as a 10. This one was a 9. Zion in the rated rookie. That one came back as a 10. I was pretty excited to get the rated rookie back as a 10. I might actually hold on to that one. I'm kind of putting a few of the cards just in my collection here, and the rest of them are likely going to end up selling. Mosaic base as well came back as a 10. We've got some jaw in here as well, and I'm actually excited to get some of the jaws back. So that one was a 10. And this one was also a 10. And we've got Luca. That's going to be the reactive orange coming back as a 10. And then we've got the Ja Morant pink. So the dunk card, I was really excited to have this one come back. It came back as a 10 as well. That's going to stay in my collection. And then I also had just the base dunk card came back as a 9. So that was the submission. And truthfully, we did really well. Probably better than I expected. As you can see, like here is the stack of 10s that we have compared to everything else. It was honestly 4 to 1, 3 to 1. There's a 75% gem rate on this submission here. So I'm hoping that we get to see some more of that in the other submissions that I have currently out here, and I'm looking to send some more that way here. We're trying to see if I can get on that $50 tier. But that's kind of how it went. So I hope you guys enjoyed this this episode here. This is our first PSA reveal. If you liked it, please do leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. We are going to sign off for now, but we will catch you guys on our next episode.